Hey guys, Scott from Aristocop.com here.
And Seth from all of the places.
And together, the three of us, we are Markwood Men's Breakfast Club. And, first off, good morning, boy.
Howdy. Morning to you.
And we are outside, not by choice right now. Trust me, it's a very warm day right now. We're recording this on a Sunday afternoon. I should never admit that, but I'm going to. A little bit of wind, so sorry about that if that's blowing on the microphone.
It's a really warm day for being the very end of October.
Yeah, but we're getting ready for an annual pumpkin carving event that takes place at our house every year. That's why the table is littered with pumpkin carving
Surgery tools.
Like a gutting device here.
The classic. You ever see a surgeon coming at you with this? Run.
You know he got all of his...
All right, Mr. Smith, we're ready. We're ready to take you back.
You know he got all of his implements at the Walmart market. Yeah. So, to get started, I just got back from San Antonio, Texas, and I stopped by a place called Club Humidor, although some signs in the building said The Humidor, others said Club Humidor. San Antonio, and I'm smoking Chuck's Wagon.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm now instantly disappointed because when I looked over at that, I swear it said Chuck Norris. I thought, how amazing would that be?
Stuff.
It's not. By the way, because we are outside and pumpkin carving is about to begin, if people show up, we might introduce you. But I expect people to show up to get that.
So, Chuck's Wagon is a blend of dark and natural Cavendish with burley tobaccos, offering a flavorful yet mild smoke on the palate. So you know me, Cavendish. That's what they call me.
You like mild smokes on the palate.
And I got a Magna Cob here that's wanting to stick to the table.
Hey!
So speaking of people showing up, come on around here and get yourself on camera.
Clayton, good to see you. This is my friend Clayton.
Gosh, Clayton.
High school friend.
Come down. Here you are. I haven't seen you in a long while. How are you?
I'm on camera.
He's good. He's an adult. He's married, having a baby.
Wow, congratulations. Well, okay, so together, the four of us, we are Markwood Men's Breakfast Club today.
You want to pull up a seat?
And there may be more.
Smoke?
No smoke. We'll grab a chair.
All right, grab a chair over there.
Join.
So a couple things we're going to talk about today as I try this. You're vaping today, is that what I hear?
Well, yeah, I'm going to try that, I think, probably. But I do have a seasonal vape.
Pumpkin spice.
Actually, it's country bumpkin.
I'm so sick and tired of pumpkin spice stuff.
It is a pumpkin spice. It is more spice than pumpkin. It's a little odd, but it's actually really good. I got this from, I think, Rocket Vapes. Rocket Fuel Vapes.
I was at
vaping on my IPv2 with a Magma. Try that.
Magma.
Careful, it's going to produce a lot.
Well, and you slobbered on this.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I don't think so.
Fire this with the power button.
Yep.
I
told you.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Pumpkin-y, right?
It's pumpkin-y. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
So I was just over at the Walmart market and posted a picture on Instagram of the sea monkey aquariums they have for $5. That's a heck of a deal. It's the one with the magnifying lenses built into it. Comes with the sea monkeys, but one of them was shattered right in the package, so it's kind of sad. But very exciting.
The sea monkey was shattered in the package?
I'm assuming. I know that the aquarium, the zooquarium, was broken.
Well, I've always been disappointed with sea monkeys because you can never see their crowns, like on the pictures. Their palaces. It's even if you're looking inside the big magnifying glass, it just doesn't show up. So
maybe they haven't been born into royalty yet.
That's true. Maybe we're getting the peasant sea monkeys.
Walmart.
Well, for $5.50.
I was going to say the last one I had a wife beater on, and
we should start. We should buy sea monkeys of Walmart.com.
What do you mean, should buy it?
Yeah, well, Visit mywieneryourmouth.com, by the way.
I was looking for a URL the other day. The idea hit me. Have you seen shirts that are made? Your Uncle David has one where they dye the shirt with clay. So they're dirt shirts. Have you seen
Probably.
those?
I don't know.
And it's kind of cool, just a natural
I
dye.
probably have seen them, but haven't realized that's what was going on.
That's what it is. And for whatever reason, the thought occurred to me that you could make a line of clothes that are dyed with tea. And they'd be T-shirts, right? So, of course, I went looking for
T-shirt.com.
T-shirts. I'm talking TEA shirts with a hyphen, with a dot, with a dash, well, that would be a hyphen as well. Every possible iteration of T-shirt has been taken, but what was most surprising to me, nobody's doing anything with it.
Did you know that there's now a .ninja subdomain?
Ooh.
So have you checked for T-shirt.ninja?
No, I did not
You
check
should.
for that.
You should do that. I have to think that maybe T-shirt actually, and why it's already taken is because it probably dates back a lot further than you think. And it's probably like Old English term, that the shirt that they would wear when they were about to have their afternoon tea.
On their
They would
T-shirt.
go and put on their T-shirt.
But I was saying,
I bet it had secret
none of them.
pockets for bags of tea.
none of the URLs are active. They're just, some URL farm.
That's why you need to get T-shirt.ninja and use that as the top secret, truly active T-shirt URL.
Okay.
As a tangent, did you see if there was TEE shirts?
What would that have to do with anything?
I don't know. It just
It's the play on words from tea.
yes.
Gosh. Not everybody gets re-invited to Markwood Men's Breakfast Club.
Well, I mean, TEE would be like a golfing shirt,
Well,
right?
but I don't know if it actually.
That, I think we could make a T-shirt, clip a bunch of these onto a shirt, then you will never be without a tamper.
Those are tampers.
I know. So it's a crossover. Perfect
I'm
crossover.
completely useless here. I can come up.
Tampon.org and T-shirt. .ninja. Writes itself.
It kind of does, doesn't it? Anyway, San Antonio was nice. It was busy. Far more homeless people than I expected for San Antonio. I don't know why. Just it was.
That's weird.
I
It's a
know.
weird thing to think going into a city. I bet there will be a lot of homeless
I
people
bet there'll
here.
be fewer. I bet there. No, there are some places. You go to San Francisco. There's a lot of homeless people there.
Sure.
Because it's a sanctuary city. You're welcome to come on in, and they'll take care of you. And so, anyway, I saw more public urinating than I've seen in a long time. And
I have heard not to urinate on the Alamo. That is frowned upon. I saw your picture. You did a drive-by.
Yeah,
Did you do a drive-by
Ozzy-
urination?
Ozzy Osbourne got in trouble for doing
Yeah.
that.
I have heard that's a known. They frown on that.
Yeah. I imagine there's some kind of detector there now that would pick it up instantly.
Like the stuff they can put in pools that makes it turn blue. Nope, we got a urinator. Go check the security footage.
So a couple things to talk about. Not that this isn't exciting and interesting, but I got
you
a
have any-
package.
Did you have any cow while you were down there?
Did I have cow?
Well,
Yes.
I think last week
we should talk more about San Antonio then. Yeah, I had cow.
I mean, if we're talking about cow, then yes.
We went to a place that's famous for puffy tacos. This is a restaurant where they make all their tortillas, corn or flour.
That sounds really dirty.
They make them fresh.
Yeah.
And then the puffy tacos, not unlike Cabo Fish Taco down in Charlotte, they take the fresh tortilla, toss it into the deep fryer for probably all of 10 seconds. It doesn't crisp it up or brown it or anything, but it gives it just a great texture
Crunchy.
and it puffs it up. No,
Yeah.
it's not crunchy. It's different. It's sort of
Not
it's a
crunchy.
perfect cross between the crunchy and chewy.
Not crunchy like a hard taco, but there's just a little bit of a film.
It
gives
gives
it a
it
little
some
bit of
bite.
resistance.
Gives it
Yeah.
some bite, but it's cooked. It's not like an al dente tortilla that's undercooked and tasting pasty, or tasting like a pasty.
Kind of like Burger King's fries.
Oh, Burger King.
Not
fries.
the Satis fries. The other ones.
Those fail to satisfy.
Yeah.
Anyway, the tacos were fantastic. I had
Why are we talking about
puppy
tacos? I asked about cow.
One of them contained cow.
Okay.
The other one contained chicken.
All right.
And then
I'm not interested in the second one.
we were sitting at the rubber chicken lunch that was provided on the last day of the conference, and this rubber chicken happened to be made of pork. And I looked down at this plate, and they were serving to, I don't know, probably 130 people. And there were 3 slices of some unidentifiable pork part. and I took one little corner off of this thing, and it was like eating something that was 3D printed. It's like, this is not pleasing me.
Yeah.
So I set my fork and my knife down. I looked to my 2 bro workers that were with me, and I said, I think I'm going for a puffy taco. One of them put his fork and knife down immediately, said, I'm in. The other one's like, really? You guys are going to go somewhere? Yes. I think he took one more bite, and maybe at that point he was actually paying attention to what he was tasting and realized that he just didn't have it in him to eat 3. It was like, they were like patties. Pork, I don't even know what they were, but they had no purpose in a Texas-based event.
Yeah.
Now that evening they were doing a barbecue cookout, so that they did right. They had, of course, brisket and chicken and sausage, so that was great. And maybe what they were doing was lowering everyone's expectations at lunch.
That's what I would do.
But it reminded me, and I'm sure it wasn't, but it reminded me of some of those turkey loaves that they make for a TV dinner.
Turkey should never be a loaf.
Should never be a loaf. So that wasn't pleasant. So we went and turned out none of us got the tacos because we saw several other things on other plates and went with. So I got a combo that had beef fajita, again with the fresh tortillas that they make there in-house.
Yeah.
And a couple cheese enchiladas. It was really fantastic.
So while we're on the topic of very specific local cuisine, we went to Banh Mi the other night. It's a Banh Mi sandwich shop in town. Saigon Banh Mi, the sketchiest looking place.
Love it.
So good. I usually get the curry chicken sandwich. Have you had their number 4? I don't even know what it is, but it has their steak. You had that. Their beef, it's like a skirt steak that is just marinated, seasoned. Get the number 4. They were out of the curry chicken when we went, and I asked her what she likes, what she recommends, and that was it. And I will definitely be having that again. So good. Anyway, what else do you want to talk about?
I've not had that. Well, can I talk about something besides what I ate in San Antonio?
You know what we should talk about?
I ate more.
What was the best thing you had?
I went to a Brazilian steakhouse. And I don't know if you've not been there, you get this little paper disc that's red on one side, green on the other. And as long as the green side is facing up, the gauchos, these guys that are dressed in gaucho garb, Google it, show up with these swords.
He's one of the 3 amigos, right?
With meat on them. And you have a little tong, looks like something you pick up ice cubes with. And as they start to carve it, you're supposed to reach up with your tong and grab the meat as they're carving it away. And they'll ask you how you want it, and they'll carve it off various parts of the meat. And then at some point around the table, they might say, "I'll be right back," because they have to put it back on the spit to cook a little further. And the thing that's kind of universal with these Brazilian steakhouses is they have fantastic salad bars. Now, why would they do that? Because they want you to fill up on 97-cent ingredients before the meat comes around. So I know their game.
No one's got time for that.
No. So I go up and I pass on about 3/4 of the stuff, and I go for the prosciutto and some of the cheeses and things like that. Still filling, but good.
Fancy bacon. You can't go wrong with fancy bacon.
And then also they begin hitting the table with things like Parmesan chicken. Smells great. It's chicken.
Right.
And then there's some kind of pork product. No, thank you. I'm still waiting. Now, in the meantime, I've taken a staple gun and stapled my little disc so it's green side up, so it's not going to turn over, even if the wind got strong in there.
Yeah.
And so then the steak and the sirloin. There's a special sirloin that they do is my favorite. So the other guys at the table are eating filet mignon, other things that sound good. And they're wondering why I'm passing all this. I said, I'm waiting for something. And then it comes. And they all notice. I said, okay, Markwood's eating now. And so they all got some of the thing that I was waiting for. And the rest of the evening, that's all they ate. Could you send more of the special sirloin out, please?
That's awesome.
It was so dang good. So I woke up the next day around 1:30 p.m. with a meat hangover.
Yeah. It's the best.
It was
crying,
good.
Sweating.
It was good.
Meat sweats.
Off the couch.
It was awesome.
So, last week something terrible happened.
Yeah, it did.
And I want to point out that I've talked about this tool before. This is one of my favorite tools. I keep it on my keychain. It's awesome. Looks like a key. but it opens up and has a blade, serrated blade, a bottle opener, a screwdriver, a couple of screwdrivers, tiny screwdriver, glasses screwdriver. It's called the it's a Swiss Tech tool. It's the Utility. This thing clamps down shut, looks just like a key, so it really blends in on your keychain.
And I have accidentally traveled with that on a keychain in my luggage, my carry-on. Not knowing that I had that in there. I kind of forget about it.
Sure.
Because my pocket monkey's a tool I reach for.
That's right. And you know, it's I don't know. I love it. You should get one.
Well, do you have a pocket monkey?
I don't have a pocket monkey. You know why? Because I can open oranges with my hands like a man is supposed to do. Is why.
I don't know where you get your information.
Internet. Google it. Go to Wikipedia.
That's
So anyway, he tells me he lost his pocket monkey. I'm not sad for him because the utility key is all that you need.
I'm taking.
I bet you could use the utility key
to
open
a pumpkin gutting tool here
to open a pocket monkey.
So this
He's crying about it.
This is a replacement pocket monkey from Zootility, and they let me know in their response to me that the introduction to the response, of course, they were sorry that it got taken. They explained what I already knew, that the independent or the individual agents with TSA have the final say. So there's no sense in arguing with an ignorant person. If they want to take something from you, they're going to take something from you. But then they offered to send me one that was, I don't even know if you want to call it a B grade, right? It's one that might have scratches or something like that on it. But let me tell you, the one I've been carrying around had plenty of scratches. So there's my brand new pocket monkey.
But can you cut your finger on the...
Ow! No, you cannot. Nope. Have you seen a pocket monkey?
I have not.
That is my ever-present companion. And I've been without it for a little over a week. It was driving me nuts.
And you had this utility key the whole time, and you didn't, or you could have. I guess not because you were traveling, but you could have had it.
I could have had that on my key ring accidentally in my carry-on.
You'll have to excuse my ignorance, but what all does this do? I see it's got things to measure, and
I'm so glad you asked. All right, pocket monkey. What it's got going on? It's a bottle opener. It's a wrench. So those are little hex wrenches. You can measure in inches or millimeters. It's got a flat blade screwdriver, a Phillips screwdriver, and as silly as that thing looks, I partially took a wooden crate apart that was assembled with drywall screws using that screwdriver. It's got these little arms right here. You can wrap your headphones around it to just carry it in your pocket like you're going on a plane. It's got a little ziggity-zaggity line that you can stick a
business card or credit card?
A credit card in, and then it'll allow you to make a little tripod to hold your phone if you're sitting on an airplane and, getting fatigued playing whatever we play on our phones anymore. It used to be Angry Birds, but...
Angry Birds Transformers Edition. I thought it was stupid. It's totally free, and it's actually not dumb.
Cool.
It's pretty fun. Check it out.
But as Seth is wont to point out, my favorite one is this one right here, which is used to peel oranges. I have peeled more oranges. You can add up everything else I've ever done with this, and I've peeled more oranges than I've done other things with it. So, back into my money clamp this goes, and we'll see how long it lasts. Somebody make a note of what the date is.
We know.
Something else I got.
The week of Halloween.
We're sharing some stuff. I got this 2,000 lumens Cree LED flashlight, and I'm so tickled with this thing, but it's bizarre. It's got a square diode in it, and when you, the way this thing works is it telescopes like that to focus it, as opposed to turning it like you do with a mag light and many of these little lights. So I like that because it's very compact. When it's closed like this, it sends out a huge bright beam. It lights a room. And from about 3 feet from the wall, I turned it on. I was just shocked because I was getting probably a 6-foot diameter big beam
circle from 3 feet away. It's a huge throw distance.
Yep. And then, but what's weird about it is it's got a square diode. Yeah. So when you have the thing shining focused on a small spot, it's actually square, and you can see all the lines of the. It'd be the computer chip, the diode with that. But the best thing about this thing is it came with 2 batteries, both of which are these large rechargeable batteries.
Oh, that's cool.
Came with a little adapter sleeve, because with that out, you can buy batteries. I'm not sure.
18650?
I'm not sure what the number is, but you can buy alkaline batteries off the shelf that'll fit this.
18650, the same battery that goes into a lot of the bigger e-cigs.
So it's a 4.2 volt lithium ion battery. Came with 2 of those. Came with a charger. All right, so here's the plug-in wall charger, and it came in with an adapter that you can put 3 AAA batteries in it if you need.
That's cool.
All that with shipping, I think I paid like $15.
Wow.
And the diode is made by Cree, which is a North Carolina company. Make some high quality stuff. That's not helping, son. It's daylight out here. Zoom in on them. Not on me. There you go. That's it. That's the way he likes it. So I plan on using that here in the backyard tonight as the bonfire kicks into full gear and the sun goes down. Seth got some new toys this week too.
I did. We are kind of situated differently than I was anticipating, so I don't know that I'll be able to use it right now, but I can show it off. I don't know.
In a Tupperware sandwich container.
For safe travel. I got a Hubsan X4 quadcopter. This thing is pretty awesome. I've only had the opportunity to fly it a couple of times. It is cheap. You can get the base version on Amazon for $40. You can get it elsewhere for a little bit cheaper than that too. And it has LEDs. Let me turn it on. I'm not gonna fly it.
What?
Well, I just am not. I'm not in a great place.
Do it.
suck.
Here. Let's go start with it.
No, it's the other way.
Where's the camera?
It's it's not filming right now.
Well, film with it. It's got a camera on it.
This one has a high def camera. So, in theory, it's working.
Here, where should we have it take off and run?
I don't know.
Try that.
If I break it,
What are you doing?
Right now, I'm calibrating it.
Okay.
And it is because the table's a little lopsided.
Okay.
Okay, so this is actual remote control and not
Here.
like phone operated.
No,
type
well
deal.
that is not level, so also not going to be helpful. Here, put your hand level.
Go.
Let me calibrate it again.
crash.
Did I mention I haven't flown it much at
And
all?
our neighbor kids love remote control stuff, so we're good.
Yeah. Well, I'll get some video later after I've had some time to practice.
That's a great idea.
I did get a handful of batteries. The batteries only last about 6 or 7 minutes, but I have 7 of them, so should be able to fly it for about an hour.
Rechargeable?
Rechargeable. Yep, batteries are rechargeable. You can take the batteries out, so there are these little rechargeable hobby batteries.
So you have a couple of them.
I have 7. Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Wow.
One came with it. I bought a 5-pack because I had been told that you need them, and then ended up buying a crash kit, which comes with like 10 extra propellers and an extra body in case the whole thing breaks apart, some extra motors, and then a battery, which I didn't know. I also have a a guard that goes around the side of it, clips onto the propellers, so if you're flying inside the house, you can bump into things and not have to worry about those breaking
It's
off.
surprisingly heavy. Is that it's a cast body of some sort? Cast zinc or something?
Yeah, I don't know. It's plastic outside. I think what's heavy is the camera. It is a 720p high def camera, which it's not the highest quality. There's no sound on it, so what you'll get is, if you can keep it level, an okay picture. But moving too much, you get a lot of blur.
So we should record all of the Mark Woodman's Breakfast Club videos so we get several of those. We'll hover them
Yeah,
around.
we could do
us.
that. We've talked about the possibility of getting a GoPro. Forget that. We should just get a bunch of these things.
Yeah,
Yeah, a lot cheaper, more fun.
$50. Will it record even while it's not flying?
I think so. Yeah, the record. Go grab it. Let's grab it.
Go grib it? I'm not going to grib it that thing.
Let's see if it'll record.
Clayton.
The downside of the recording function is you have to turn the power off. There's a button on it. Thank you. So let's look at you real quick. Here's the camera, high def camera. There's a button on the side that turns the recording on, and then you have to press that button a second time to stop the recording. And if you don't do that, the recording isn't saved. So if you take the battery out, or if the battery dies before you've done that, you lose whatever you've recorded. So at most you can get about 5 minute flight time recorded because the battery dies in about 5 minutes.
Okay.
What I was flying it on is beginner mode. There's an expert mode which goes much faster.
So
it zips around.
When I
quite a bit.
crashed it into the wall in the living room, that was
broke.
That was beginner mode.
Yeah, and it didn't break, but a piece of it broke. For some reason, the legs are tearaway, so if it lands too hard, the leg will snap up, comes apart. Now, they say that that's on purpose, but everybody on all of the internet forums said just put some electrical tape on that because you don't want that to happen. It ends up being a pain. It's got blue LEDs in the front, red in the back, so you can orient yourself. It's
because it's made in the Orient.
That's right. I have been doing all sorts of research on it. It's cool. This controller you can use to connect to other quadcopters, and it's a you can have.
So you can hijack
multiples.
someone else's quadcopter.
No, but it's a 2.4 gigahertz chip, and so what it lets you do is you can, when you start up the controller and then you start up the quadcopter, it automatically syncs to that controller. So you can have a bunch of them sync to different controllers, even though they're on the same frequency, which is always a problem if you get the cheaper little helicopters and airplane toys at Walmart. You know, the air hogs and things, they're using the same frequency. So a lot of times you can only use one of those. So you can't have dog fights and you can't do all sorts of fun things like that with them. So this you can. The other thing is it lets you get other either replacement quadcopters, or like they make smaller or bigger ones and you can use the same controller. When I get really good, I'll show it off. The controller has some built-in tricks too, so it'll do flips and barrel rolls.
Well, then you need to
awesome.
show that off. You need to learn it, because just talking about something that we got, this is kind of a really stupid, geeky, look what I got and you don't have episode of Mark Woodman's Breakfast Club.
Is it?
I feel like it. As I'm sitting here now absorbing, taking all this in, I'm thinking...
He's thinking, look what Seth has and I don't have, and I'm really upset about it.
That's part of what I'm thinking here.
Well, go get you one.
Amazon, you say, huh?
I will send you. I will make sure to send you an affiliate link, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You are welcome.
So let's wrap this up with a quick question. Since we are going into the end of the month, which is Halloween, I'm going to be in Dallas. This will be airing the moment I'm getting on an airplane on Wednesday to travel to Dallas. I'll be there for a couple days. More beef. Going to go to the Hard 8, which is my all-time favorite brisket
Cow
joint.
place.
And their sausage is amazing.
Yeah.
As well. What are you doing for Halloween? Is it a big deal to you? Is it something that... I've got a friend in California that takes a week or more off of work vacation so he can decorate his house,
Wow.
the inside, the outside. He lives on a cul-de-sac, and it becomes a major thoroughfare during the week of Halloween because they put on a haunted house at their house. It's absolutely amazing. So to him, it's the most exciting time of year. I'm not all that excited about Halloween. Being a Southern Baptist, it was one of those holidays that just seemed like it's those other people's holiday, right?
Sure.
But don't get around
The
me at
Catholics.
Christmas time, because that's right. Come Christmas time, I got spirit pouring out my butt. I'm telling you.
You don't want to be anywhere near that. He's not exaggerating. Glitter and everything.
Seriously, what do you do for Halloween? Anything special? How about you? I mean, you do this every year. This is actually Seth's get-together that he does in our backyard.
Yeah.
A couple years ago, this is where we found out that Seth's wife,
ago.
Allison, was pregnant with Ender.
Yep.
She was over here privately carving her pumpkin.
We
All
staged
intent.
a pumpkin carving competition. So I made a big deal about how we don't want to show anyone's pumpkin until the end. We want to make
Mom and Dad, you're judging, so you sit there
right.
by the fire.
That's right. So no one saw her pumpkin, and
Oh, and then the reveal was everybody standing behind their pumpkins facing away from us. They lit them all up, and one by one they rotated them around, and then they got to Allison. She turns hers around, and it's a stork with a baby,
yep.
a little bundle of baby
Yeah.
coming out of its mouth. It wasn't vomiting the baby. It was actually hanging on to the stork's face hole.
Yeah, for dear life. That's just
So,
actually really terrifying.
will there be a special pumpkin this year?
I don't know. I don't know anything about that. All of the pumpkins are special. Actually, there will be a special pumpkin because Allison's buying me a pumpkin to into which to throw my ninja stars.
That is a special pumpkin.
I don't ever carve the pumpkins. I don't like to feel the pumpkin guts all over my hands. It's just a thing. So I throw this pumpkin carving party and never carve one. But I will be carving a pumpkin with ninja stars. It's going to be awesome.
Carve a pumpkin.ninja.
Ooh. might find something there. We'll see. As always, MMBclub.com. You can go and check out posters and whatnots.
MyWienerYourMouth.com.
We'll bring you right
put
back
you right
here.
back here. Other than that, make it a great week, guys.
Wood wishes. Go to woodwishes.com.
Ninja.
Woodwishes.ninja.
Bye,
See you guys later. Happy Halloween.
I would say so. Glad I'm not standing there.
Nice.
Hey!
Hang on, we got.
Good job.
That is so gonna kill them. Please, I went through that. Same thing. All three. These are hard. These are much harder.
You got insurance on
Nathan's
that
the only
thing,
one
right?
who's been able to.
What were the odds of that? Wow.
The other way? Or do you want to see it?
Wow.